Hey guys, I'm Jameson, and today I'm going to teach you how to use L'Hopital's rule. So I'm going to give you four examples, and then you're going to try the last four by yourself. So let's start off with number one. So number one says, limit as x approaches 2, x cubed minus 7x squared plus 10x over x squared plus x minus 6. So first you're going to substitute 2 into the function because its limit as x approaches 2. After you plug in 2, you realize you get 0 over 0. And when you get 0 over 0, that indicates you have to use L'Hopital's rule. So we're going to use L'Hopital's rule. And basically, L'Hopital's rule is you take the derivative of the top and bottom until you plug in the limit again and get a finite number. So here, as you can see, I took the derivative and then I plugged in 2 again, all where 2 is supposed to go, where x's are. And then I get negative 6 over 5. So then you realize that the limit at x approaches 2 is negative 6 over 5. The answer. So we're going to try that again for number 2, but this time with sine. So limit as w approaches 4, sine of pi w over w squared minus 16. So first, the same thing. We're going to substitute 4 into the function because w approaches 4. So as you plug in 4 for w, you realize that it equals 0 over 0 again, which indicates that we're going to have to use L'Hopital's rule. So the same thing. Take the derivative of the top, take the derivative of the bottom, and then you plug in the 4. W approaches 4. So as you can see, I plugged in 4 here, and I plugged in 4 here. And then you get the answer 1 over 8 pi. And then you obtain the finite value of 1 over 8, which is going to be the answer. So for this next question, it's a little bit different. So when you're analyzing the function, you got to remember when you're solving for limits that the highest degree move to the front. And when you move the highest degree to the front, which in this case would be x squared and x squared, the coefficients of these numbers is going to be the limit. So as you can see here, 7x squared and z squared. I move them to the front, 7x squared to the front, and I move z squared to the front. And this 1, z squared is just 1 in the front because 1 times anything is itself. So you get 7 over 1 as highlighted here. And you get 7. And since you get a whole number and not 0 over 0 or infinity over infinity, you get the answer, 7. And you don't even need to do L'Hopital's. And the last example is number 4. We have ln. So limit as t approaches infinity, ln of ln times 3 ln 3t over t squared. So then we're going to substitute t approaches infinity into the function. So as I input infinity into the function, you realize that the answer is infinity over infinity. And just as you get 0 over 0, infinity over infinity also indicates that you have to use L'Hopital's rule. So because you have to use L'Hopital's rule, I'm going to take the derivative of both the bottom and top. So as you take the derivative of the top and the bottom, you get 1 over t times 1 over 2t equals 1 over 2t squared, which equals 1 over 2 times infinity, because you plugged in infinity because the limit approaches infinity, squared. And 1 over an infinitely growing number is going to approach 0, and you get the answer of 0. And then that's your answer, 0. And so if you guys need any more help, just rewatch the video, and then you can try these yourself. Seems pretty easy. You guys got this. Good luck.